And we're in Macalania. So, if you decided to hide a Waka aboard your airship in Chapter 1, the shop here will be closed for all of Chapter 2. But if you handed him over to the Al Bhed, the shop will reopen here, so that's kind of a thing. But only kind of a thing. Da-na-na-na-na. Okay. Also, if you didn't get the full throttle special dress sphere in Chapter 1, I think you'll get it here by talking to Trommel 4 times. But you must complete a side quest first. And it's your last chance to get it, so I would get it if I were you. You can also get a Minerva's plate here if you didn't talk to Toebleed during Chapter 1, which we did, so we don't gotta worry about that. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Wah-wah-wah and such. We can drop a save. We can drop a save-a-dee save. Okay. There's a dude here. It's a dude, and he's kind of tall. Not as tall as me, but close enough. They seem put off. Strange, he doesn't seem interested. We Guado have made many enemies. Now we have fled Guado Salam, and the once proud Guado have been scattered. That's a shame. So you want to come up here and talk to this pool expert? Hey, come back here, sir.
Hello, Goldwings. Good to see you.
Okay.
Oh, it's Toby's assistant.
Would you mind doing us a favor?
What kind of favor?
She's throwing a festival, singing and dancing in celebration. We're seeking musicians for a troupe, yes. Where could they be?
So, you want us to help you find them?
We is counting on you, Gullwings.
Sure, why not, Shari? Sure, why not?
Thank you. If you find musician, give them this letter, yes?
Okay. So we gotta find these musicians and stuff. Because you don't have to freeze every goddamn thing. We can't all be proctologists, you know. Okay. So we want to go to, I think, one of the spring areas. I'm not sure which one. And talk to Byra, that stupid little fart knocker from hell. Why can't something exciting happen? I am so bored. And Lancer's not streaming. I would not dare impede the High Summoner. Feel free to proceed to Bavel if you like. Nah, it's okay. I would much rather not, sir. There's a campsite. How's it going? Publicity. They seem put off. Strange, he doesn't seem interested. What will become of us Guado? I don't freaking know. And to be honest, I don't really give a crap. In all honesty. I'm just throwing it out there. Da-na-na. Spring. I think it's actually the other spring. I think there's another one. I don't know. Yeah, see, because you can't go over there. And it sucks! It smells like poop. Smells like Hasty Steven just stood up and ripped a huge one. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about one of those farts that just lingers for centuries. And it like causes plants to die. That's what I'm talking about here. Bum bum ba da 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 bum bum. So I think we want to go to the other side, but there may be some chests we can pick up. And luckily, no stupid butterfly minigame. Oh god. Just pisses me off thinking about it. Ziphoticus! Fish scale. Ziphoticus! Woo! A fish-like fiend that swims through the air. It has an extremely violent temperament, baring its fangs and charging at anything that moves. Scary. Woo! 773 HP, weakens lightning, and gravity. It actually weakens gravity for once. What the beep do you know? Do-do-do-do-do. Boom! Defeated. We have one sleep grenade, by the way. Just figured I'd throw that out there. Hey, 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 knock it off, sir. Boom! Defeated. Aha.
I'm ready for more.
Na na na. Fish scales. Da na 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 na. Do 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 do. Want 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 and such. We got an icy gleam. I mean, why wouldn't we? It's a freaking icy gleam. Didn't you know? Adds ice element to attacks and skills. That's what it is. I think there might be another chest somewhere around here. There's a chocobo! Didn't you know? The chocobo ran away. Like a cowardly little punk. Woo! Stole some electro marbles. I could actually use those on you since you're weak against it. Nah. Oh yeah, and such. Shot him in the back. I'm such a coward. I may be one of the biggest cowards that ever lived. Other than Vegastar, of course. Because he beats everyone in the coward department. Just the way it goes. Da-na-na-na-na-na. But we essentially want to get to the other side of this, where there's that path that takes us to spring, the other spring, I'm pretty sure. Snag any chest along the way that there may or may not be. And, yeah. That's pretty much what we're doing here. Hasty Steven style. Hasty Steven told me he's not gonna play patch 5.5. So, it's kind of sad, really, but that's just how it goes, man. He just doesn't want to play it. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Here's where we want to... No, this is not where we want to be, actually. That would be the wrong path, ladies and gentlemen. We want to take this path up here that you can barely see. Oh boy. How's it going? We came here from Guadosalam. Probably going to focus on MSQ first so I can re-unlock Mentor Roulette and Expert Roulette and all that. These woods are the only sanctuary that remains for those of us doomed to destruction. Yeah, well... What you gonna do, man? So we want to talk to this asshole. How's it going? Doing alright, man?
What business do you have with me?
We have a letter from someone named Tovli.
Do you think you can help him out?
I must speak with my friends. It is not my right to decide for them.
Okay, Mr. Indian.
Moment, please. How strange. I cannot hear their voices. Their minds must be closed.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
The spirits of my friends often become butterflies and drift through the woods. If it is no trouble, why don't you seek them out and ask them yourself?
Because I'm your butterfly, Sugar, baby. Track down the Troupe. Find Donga and Pakutak somewhere in the woods. They have taken the form of whirling circles of butterflies. Enter the circles and they will return to their true form. Meet with Donga and Pakutak. I don't really want to, honestly. It sounds like a pain in the asshole. You know, like a big portion of this game, but that's beside the point. Okay, so we got another side quest to do. So we gotta look for missing musicians. That's fun. I think there's 5 of them. So basically you want to look for rings of butterflies. They basically denote hiding places of the runaway musicians. You gotta walk through one and somebody should hopefully pop out of them. Some of them you actually have to talk to and then they'll like teleport away. Otherwise it doesn't count as finding them. So, you know. Also, if you finish this quest, it'll give you another garment grid in Chapter 3. So that's kind of a thing. There's one. Right here. Carlton cheats style!
I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
I tricked you. You thought you were going to hear Carlton cheats, and then you heard Tom Bodette, and you felt stupid. Ha ha ha! Anyway, goodness gracious, what a start. You nearly stopped my little heart. That rhymed. Okay, so... I think there's another one here somewhere. You just kinda gotta look. There's another one. Yay! So that's 2 down, 3 to go? Yeah, I do know basic subtraction, I'm pretty sure. What's all the fuss about? Keep it simple, will ya? He's Canadian! He's from Canada! Didn't you know? The wide-eyed smile of a child is a truly priceless treasure. Like that time Newfie went to save but accidentally selected quit. Oh, there was so much saltiness there. My God. You could probably make some McDonald's fries with all that salt. But will we ever go back? Probably not. Let's see. Swan Lake Road. Back to Lake Road. So we want to take the southeast exit this way. To get back to North 2. North 2, North 2, North 2. Do. Okay. Follow your nose. So there's a guaranteed battle, even if you have wrong way. Even if you have no encounters on like I do, you'll still have to get into it. So it's one of those thingamajiggers. He even did it again. Oh my god. I think when I streamed FF7, I almost did it. Like a few different times. I don't think I ever actually did it, though. Because that would just be dumb. Deep Halsey. This is, of course, the enemy you learn Mighty Guard from, I think. Or is it White Wind? Oh, this one has Distortion Wave. We don't have that. A fiend that floats and dances on the air. Instead of approaching its prey, it attacks from a distance with Distortion Wave. Not exactly fair. 1030 HP. Weakens lightning and gravity. So can you learn that? We may want to change into gun mages then. Because I think you can learn Distortion Wave from them. I could be wrong, but I think so.
Use one of your abilities. I dare you, because I'll use it right back.
He selected no on the last menu. Luckily, it does give you a confirm prompt. It doesn't just quit out of it. Because that would suck. That would piss a lot of people off. They actually changed that in MKF. Because it used to be if you pushed escape, it would automatically close out of the game. But they changed it to make like a prompt where you choose yes or no. There's Distortion Wave. Did we learn it? Did we learn it? Maybe you actually can't learn it. I think you should be able to, but it doesn't seem like you can. You should be able to, but I'm not learning it, so I don't know. Distortion Wave, Distortion Wave. We're just taking turns shooting them. And unless you don't learn it till the fight's over, but I don't think that's how it works. But maybe you can't learn that one. It's like highlighted, so it seems like you'd be able to, but I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Do-do-do-do-do-do, want, and such. So, that's kind of a thing. Turn you back to a thief. Turn you back to a warrior, and you know how it is. Okay. There's a butterfly. You my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Huh? Oh. What can I do for ye?
Well?
You sound Scottish.
I can help ye. If it's music that you're after, just leave it to me and the lads.
The lads? Okay. You mean like strapping young lad? It's a burger and what looks like a second bun. And some, like, nuggets or something, and some dip. And a lit up keyboard. Okay. Oddly enough, my keyboard's currently lit up. So that's kind of a thing. Okay. You can also flee from that battle if you want, but it'd be kind of pointless. So we got 2 more to go. Okay. So we want to keep going this way, and I think there's going to be another battle. Carlton Sheets style!
Hello, I'm Carlton Sheets. I began my real estate investing career more than 30 years ago with the belief that I could create wealth and achieve success in real estate.
Sweet and sour sauce. Okay. Well, we're at the save point. We might as well get some full bullshit. 33%. We went from 31 to 33% all of a sudden. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Now we want to go to that first spring. And we should be able to find butterfly circle number 4. Whopper chicken sandwich and chicken nuggets with sweet and sour sauce and tea style. So, that's how that goes. I see it! Dun dun dun!
Oh dear, oh my, you startled me. Whatever could the problem be?
No?
I have a favor to ask.
No, I do not mind at all. We'll play our songs and have a ball.
Okay. So it takes you back here, but you don't want to talk to the guy yet, because there's still one more we gotta find, goddammit. We want to go back to the Lake Road, and this time take the southwest exit. And the interesting thing about this one is you actually have to jump up and get it because it's in the air, like a pool expert. Should be along here. There it is. It's like up there. I think we gotta go up there first. Yeah, I think that's what we gotta do. Ice cream sundae? What the beep? Can't do that on television. Can't even do that on pay-per-view. Can't even do that on mail call. With special guest Bob Vila. There we go. Yay! Okay. They fell. Wow, this is a surprise indeed. Whatever is it that you need? That rhymed. Okay. That's all. That one's kind of like hidden, but it is a thing. And now we want to go back and talk to Byra, the stupid little fart knocker Indian dude from hell, who's a big Bonga fan, I hear. I hear he watches every video Bonga ever posts, so it's kind of a thing. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. How's it going?
My friends do not seem to object. We will help you, Troupe.
We shall present a great event.
We'll get them all a real gas, you'll see, eh?
He's not my Tobley. I don't know what you're talking
It will
about.
be a brilliant finale for our doomed kind.
Doomed?
If only all the faith had stayed, the woods would never ever fade.
Okay,
But
Shantado.
it looks like we'll be meeting our end someday soon.
Da-na-na! Mission complete! And for some reason, we get a haste bangle. I don't know why. We just do. So we don't want to return to the Celsius just yet. We got stuff to do here, you know? There's still more to do. There's always more to do. This game will never be over. Haste bangle. Cast haste when HP is low. That's kind of dumb. If it just put auto haste on you, that'd be pretty sweet, but, you know, it doesn't do that, so. Okay. So if you didn't talk to Troupe in Chapter 1, which I think we did, he'll appear now. And if you talk to him 4 times, you'll get the Full Throttle special dress sphere, which we already got, so... And the Unerring Path garment grid. Last opportunity to get that in the game, by the way. Okay, now we want to go and talk to that Hypello a-hole. Because he's kind of a fart knocker. So... It's like that one time Vegastar made a video, but he got no views, and his comments made fun of how he quit too much, so he quit. How did he get no views but comments? How did that happen? What the beep? Can't do that on YouTube. Can't even do that on Daily Motion. I'll tell you what. Although, to be fair, I've seen videos that said like 1 view and it had like 10 comments. So, you know, like whatever. I've seen videos where it said 0 views, 10 likes, 5 comments. Like, what the hell? Not my main dress sphere setup. Not at all. I'm pretty much just gaining levels with them. Not sure if there's an achievement for learning all abilities with all dress spheres. We got one earlier for mastering 1, but I don't know if there's one for all of them. But I would like to master all of them. I typically do the same thing in Final Fantasy Tactics. So.
Thank you for finding the Troupe. Here is a present for you.
Okay. We get the Bitter Farewell garment grid. And if you wouldn't have done the, one of the quests that we did in Chapter 1, if we wouldn't have done it, we would have also gotten a Minerva's Plate accessory, but instead we ended up getting something else. Something else probably better, so. Garment grid. Menace of the Deep. Bitter Farewell. Equipped it, and you can use Death and Doom. And if you move through the things, you can get Death Proof, Death Touch, Doom Proof, and Doom Touch. And, you know, shot of whiskey. Well, drinking already, are we? My videos are stuck on 301 views, and it still has 301 views. Okay. Okay, now we got that. Oh, right, there's a chest that we can get at the agency. So I guess we should probably do that. It's not that good. It's not that important. I think there's just some high potions, but we must get it. Thankfully, the butterfly quest is not in this game. Thank Christ, because I absolutely hate that one. It's debatable, but I think that may be my least favorite side quest in FF10. Because I am so bad at it. My God. Thankfully, they did not put that in this game. Dodged a bullet there. Yeah, see, there's a chest here. There's a chest here. Two high potions. I don't mind Blitzball, but it gets really redundant after a while. At least in 10. I don't remember what Blitzball is like in this game, but it's probably pretty much the same. Okay. So if you didn't get a Waka in Chapter 1, you can get them here. But we already got them, so we don't need to worry about that. Dun 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 dun. Dap Kumakata as Rin Wong. You don't say. Wa Yina Napasuka dress Troupe. Okay, you don't need to talk that way, sir. Come on now. Kasuda dress Troupe Kumsa. So because we didn't hand over Owaka, we can't get in there. If you did, then I think there would actually be a side quest here. So, you know, and you could go in and visit the shop, but there's not really anything that important in there, but, you know. So now we want to go to Bikanal. Because it's Bikanal, and it does Bikanal-like things. It's Chocobo training. A lot of people hate Chocobo training. Honestly, I don't find it to be that bad. At least not as bad as people make it out to be. You just gotta focus on it a bit, and it's not that bad. I think the butterfly minigame is much worse. Much worse. Possibly the worst minigame in video game history, but I digress. Although the tower calibration minigame in this game is pretty bad. I will say that. This is so bad.